Oh, okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. We're here at the club.
I'm Walter.
Who's that? Hey, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
I'm Laurice. I have a shadow.
Hi, I'm Charnette.
Is that for me?
I have a shadow on my face.
Shadow Warrior.
What does that say? That sounds reverb. There's reverb? There's reverb in here?
Well, I think that might be. Are we hearing the fan? Like there is a buzz or something.
There's shadows on my face. You know what? The shadow's from that other camera.
Is
yeah,
it?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I think you're right. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
So today we're talking about. I still feel like it's too far away.
It's so far away.
It's so far away. But I feel like if I move it any closer, a whole thing is going to come tumbling down.
But no, when we do this, we'll go like this.
We're
move the table. No, leave the camera. Leave the camera. We're going to get closer.
We're going to get closer. We're getting closer. Let's move.
Yeah, we're going to get closer.
Get closer.
Ah, this is awesome. I feel so much better. And you can tilt it down just a little
Why
bit.
then? Because 2 windows. What?
2 windows.
What are you talking about? There were 2 windows?
Oh no, I think she's saying that she had 2 windows open.
Oh, I see. Okay, so there's shadows. It's actually the phone that's creating a shadow.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh boy.
So today we're talking about what are we talking about? Oh yeah, cons.
Yeah, cons.
We're talking about con experiences. They're having their own discussion.
No, they're just saying hi. Gigi just came.
I thought you were talking about con men.
No.
Con men?
No con men?
No. What do you? Well, you're on your phone.
I was going to share that we're
Be
on.
in the moment.
I am
Be
so
in
in
the
the moment.
Be here now.
Right?
We're here now.
Live fan blog. I'm sharing that we're live. I'm retweeting.
I think Walt should have taken an Altoid before we started.
I had coffee. I had an Altoid. Then I had coffee.
Why are you touching your nose?
And because I'm itchy. So we're here to talk about
we miss you too.
Comic-Cons, right?
Yeah, we're here to talk about Comic-Cons.
Yeah, I hate Comic-Cons.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
So
Yeah, why not?
There's a lot of money and like.
That is right.
You get to spend like 2 seconds with a celebrity, and then there's people like it's crowded as hell. I don't mind the Wizard Worlds as much because they're not as crowded. The New York Comic Con though is insane. You can't even walk around that place without bumping into people. Hi. Oh, Walt's what? Why are you commenting, Walt?
Walt is commenting.
that was pretty instantaneous,
I don't like
though.
them either.
You know what? The crowds. For me, I've been a massive Star Wars fan, a Star Trek fan, but I've never been a Comic-Con person. The first Comic-Cons I ever went to were for the X-Files and the X-Files premiere. Actually, the Pittsburgh one was my very first Comic-Con Wizard World type thing ever, and I spent on. I'm sorry, and I had a good time. But I'm not into going to Comic-Cons all the time. I'm sorry. I love all these celebrities we've become friends with. Maybe
we're not friends. You're delusional.
Well, no, that we've met now.
I'm not delusional.
I'm more of like a pet, you know.
If we were friends, they would at least show up and be in our fan club.
Like I said, I'm like David's mascot. I think
You're not a mascot. That's also delusional.
I'm more than just a fan.
No, you're a fan.
I'm a sycophant.
I think you're a fan.
I'm a sycophant.
That's
So,
you're in very dangerous territory.
You're right.
Saying you're more than just a fan.
That's not my point. My point is even before I even met the people.
Dodge the question. Just snorting.
Before I even met them, there's just so much out there. And I'm fans of all these people. I'm fans of a lot of people. But I maybe because I'm an actor also, I see them as real people. I don't see them as their characters the way a lot of people do. And as much as it's kind of nice to meet them once in a while and get to know them, and it's kind of cool to run into them.
The lottery.
And true. And living in New York City, I've bumped into a lot of celebrities over the years. Literally in a couple cases.
Well, Michael Emerson is like right around the corner.
I see Michael Emerson walking his dog all the time.
His dog right out there.
Back in the day in Soho.
And then you bumped into him at 7-Eleven.
No, that was somebody else, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I walked into Mark Wahlberg.
Who bumped into him?
Yeah, and I walked into Mark
Kevin
Wahlberg.
Bacon.
Nice.
He was
Michael
nice
J.
about it. He
Fox,
apologized.
Grandpa Green.
I've seen Kevin Bacon before. He's
Kevin
very
Bacon,
nice.
yeah, very tall.
Very
Who?
tall. He's very
Kevin
nice.
Bacon.
How do you know?
You said he was a jerk to you.
No, he wasn't even a jerk. He was just really like, he's in the neighborhood. He doesn't want to deal with people, me or anybody else. And I just went, oh, that's Kevin Bacon. And he just like stood really tall, like with a stick up his ass. I literally had like the posture. And I'm not saying he had to stick up his ass. I'm saying his posture. What? Stinky?
No, just stick up his ass.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I was just walking down the block. I saw Mike Myers in the same place. He had a little entourage. He looked like Leave It to Beaver with the baseball cap on. He's a tiny man. He's a very small boy. And who's about 10 years older than I am. But, and actually, I found apparently interesting story. We kind of have Mike Myers to thank for our improv career, because Mike Myers and somebody else went over to England and taught the Whose Lines It Anyway guys that started the show how to be a little more focused. And this is from the Whose Lines It Anyway guys. They were all doing improv comedy in the clubs, but they were drinking and doing drugs. I think they said they did drugs before and alcohol after.
I don't think alcohol and improv.
But it was Mike Myers that taught them some discipline.
Because improv, you never know what you're gonna. You have to really be focused.
Well, as I said, they were funny.
Drinking, especially if you're gonna do some physical stuff, you
right.
need to know what your shit, and you can't be messing around. Like we've had people hurt themselves.
Right.
We're not probably as focused as they should have been, and
right.
we've fallen and broken things, including body parts.
Well, apparently Mike Myers went over there and taught them some focus so they could actually become TV friendly. And not break each other, break things. Well, they were just crazy. And they were acting crazy in the clubs. But again, I think because I'm an actor, I know when I get off stage, I don't want to be my character. And sometimes we're not good at turning it off. You know, especially when you're doing theater and it's a 3-hour show and you do it.
That's all fine and good.
Different
but
problem.
Someone pay you like $100 to get a picture with you.
I would do it.
You don't have to be your character, but you can smile.
You can smile. Well, we can talk the pros and cons of the comic
and
cons.
like, you don't have to be all like super chummy. Just okay. Hey, how you doing? That's it.
Yeah.
I do think if somebody's paying money just to meet you, you should at least smile.
Yeah.
You should at least have. Right? You know, most of the celebrities out there are so appreciative of being able to make money in that forum and fill in the blanks.
You don't have a career. You're not in demand.
That's
no
right.
one wants to hire you. You have to have those fans. You have to have a following in order to get work.
Right.
I mean, yes, you busted your ass. Yes, you had your agent that booked you that, and you went in, you scored that audition that got you that huge part that had your career take off. But ultimately, your fans are gonna keep getting you hired for shit, especially. You know, if you're the type of actor that still has to go out and audition for stuff. Some actors don't. They just wait for stuff to get sent to them. But a lot of actors know that's not the case.
Right.
So, especially the actors that do the cons. So, I think they should be nice.
Oh, they should always be nice.
Someone pays you because it's not the studio that's paying.
Right.
You're not on the studio's money. You're not on the
I mean, if I pay hundreds of dollars.
You're not on anyone's money except for your fan. Your fan is coming out of their pocket to pay you money. And these fans are not rich like the studios.
And when I give you hundreds of dollars, I should never scare you.
Oh, well, that's...
You should be like, ugh. Just because I like David Moore.
Oh.
Oh, what am I talking about? I'm sorry.
I don't know. People got really quiet all of a sudden.
It got really quiet. They're listening. This isn't not bad. This is like a matinee crowd that's a really good listening crowd.
They're sending emojis.
So, but, you know, and I enjoy the Comic-Cons. I'm just not the kind of guy that's going to love going. I don't love the crowds. I don't even love going to concerts as much. I would rather be on stage, and it's not an ego thing. I am never claustrophobic on stage. You never have to wait in line for hours and hours and hours when you're on stage, right? As a performer, you come in, you do your thing, and you go. And this is why I've never been a concert guy. I don't even go to Broadway that much. Being a guy who wants to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
I just don't love being in the crowd.
Lunch? That's good.
Lunch?
Yeah.
My vegan lunch?
No.
I haven't even had breakfast yet today.
No, we were just talking about eating lunch.
Oh, I need to eat lunch.
Nothing to do with your lunch.
I know. Oh, it's like dinner theater.
What was your first Comic-Con?
New York Anime Fest. That was before they transformed it to Comic-Con. They combined it. Yeah.
What year was that?
Wow, I don't remember. It wasn't that long ago. I'm not that old.
I was going to say, it couldn't be
that long ago.
Relatively speaking.
Okay, so mine was New York Comic Con 2013.
Mine was before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I went. That was my first one. I went, and that was the X-Files reunion.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, or the X-Files anniversary one. So
this one had Jillian and David.
It had David and Jillian
at the panel.
And it was good. Like, the panel was really good. Oh, you're making faces.
Panel was really good if you were in a good section. The moderators
sucked. But you know what? Those two were really funny together, they were like, it was just very entertaining.
Are there any good moderators at Comic-Con?
We hadn't seen those two together in like forever, because it was before the revival and all this other stuff. Yeah, there are some good ones.
Because this is the problem, like most Comic-Cons.
We had the last guy that did the one I think we saw, the NOLA one that Dita was so kind enough to Periscope. Dita and Karen, so shout out to both y'all.
Way to be there now.
Periscoping for everybody. Because a lot of people couldn't be at that con. And people that go in Periscope, if you don't have a tripod and you're holding up your arm, what's that? Keith Ulrich is a great moderator.
I mean, part of the problem is most of the moderators are comic book geek owners, like store owners themselves. They're not really wonderful public speakers.
They're just writers.
Yeah.
Write articles.
Right. Writers, more often than not, do not make great public speakers, and even worse, interviewers.
Well, yeah, they're not like a personality.
Right. Or they ask the same old question. They ask the same old stupid fan question.
What's your favorite X-Files episode?
It's bad enough when the fans ask the same old fan questions. Yeah. So we need some new questions.
Well, I mean, I feel like they've answered every possible question we could possibly have, so I don't really have any new questions.
I have never asked a question.
I've never asked a question either.
I've never wanted to ask a question.
My questions are going to be, have nothing, what he did, Keith did the Pele panel.
Oh, the
Pele panel was great.
Yeah, that was right, yeah. I remember that.
That's one of the few I've seen I liked.
Yeah.
The guy in Chicago was blah. Yeah, and he's very slanted too, because I saw the same guy moderate a panel.
He was asking about pizza or something.
I think so, yeah.
New York or Chicago pizza.
Yeah, I was like, really?
I saw him moderate
Dita had the best question. Dita had the karaoke question. That was funny, and you know what?
And all we got out of that was, shut up, Walt.
Oh, God.
Nobody wanted to sing. And Mitch was up there. David sings for a living now. And Mitch is a Broadway guy. Did Mitch ever do Broadway musical, or just trained in that direction?
I have no idea. That's a question for
He was singing The Fiddler on the Roof. That was great. I loved it when he sang Fiddler on the Roof. That was really, I saw that video. That was great.
Yeah.
In fact, Mitch, if you're watching right now, I want to hear you sing the Arbiter in chess. We wish no must make our distrust. Love to see you in that role. I think it'd be great in that role. That'd be really, really awesome. If they do a TV movie version.
They'll never bring chess back. I'm sorry.
No, but they did a concert version with Josh Groban.
That's it, because the music is decent, but the show itself.
It's not a terrible show. It's just horribly directed.
Not on Broadway, I think. Okay, so he's done musicals.
So we're like on the same page.
Yeah, we aren't, but that's okay.
I've done off Broadway. I've done Broadway tours and regional.
Yeah, you've probably done more like theater than he has.
Yeah, because he's done real jobs.
Yeah.
Jobs that really pay. Like what they pay like in 2 months in a week.
What is it? We were talking about etiquette at a con. Like what to expect.
What to expect or what you should expect.
Yeah, that's
what to expect. There's what you can expect. No. Assholes, morons.
Yeah.
You know. And again, writers also make horrible friends usually because they're really self-absorbed.
Hey.
Oh wait, not all writers. And comic book geeks usually they're self-absorbed.
No, like what
they're in their fantasy world.
What are you talking about?
I don't think that's true. I mean,
that's not true.
I mean, I can't really speak for the professionals that go, but I know a lot of the fans. Like, you know, it really depends. I mean,
I met a lot of great people too.
Yeah, I meet a lot of great people in general when I go to conventions, and again, I'm not talking about like the professionals. I mean like the other fans.
Yeah.
I mean, you always get some idiot that's like, I'm gonna cut everybody in line because I'm special. So
yeah, that happens at the concerts more often. It happens there too.
Oh, it happens at Comic-Con.
You know what I saw? I'll never forget. I was in line to get into. It was the X-Files premiere one. It was like the 2015.
Oh, I remember that one.
You mean the marathon race?
Mm-hmm.
Or the Mad Dash?
There was a race.
The Mad Dash for the front row?
Before that, I had been waiting in line outside. I was with Evelyn and Jennifer, and we were out there in line, and we were like waiting for a long time, and we were like down the block and down around the little doohickey, and we're going, and finally this line starts moving, and everyone's moving, and they're like, these people just came in from the side and just joined the line, and like, like toward the front. Like we were almost to the door, and people just. I was like, "Where are you guys coming?" No.
See, that's where
because we were moving so fast, they would just do that.
Yeah, yep.
And then once
I still
we
got on the
in
X
the door,
Files news video.
Once we got, I was running on that video because it was when we got in the door. Once we got in the door of the Javits Center, people just started running. People from behind me were running past me. And
you know who has an advantage at that point? The 19-year-olds with daddy issues.
Yeah.
That's like those are the ones that really have an edge over, us old fat fucks.
So they can move.
Are we allowed to curse on this?
Yes, we can curse. Okay. Fuck it, curse.
Yeah, us old fat fans that have no business being a fan of the family. Sorry.
I saw them all running, and I was like, oh, fuck no. So I just started running, because I was like, there's no way these people that were behind me are going to go ahead of me. I don't even care they got ahead of me, but there was a limited amount they could go in to see the X-Files premiere.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I'm not going to get a ticket to the premiere.
Well, at least you got to the convention.
Daddy.
Who is that?
What?
I used to go to the convention. By the time I went to go buy tickets, sold out. That's how it is with Comic-Con. That's another issue that I don't like about conventions, especially like New York Comic-Con. It's like they'll announce the tickets, and there are people that will sit on that website.
Oh, the brokers. They
they buy them all out. And it's like
brokers buy them up.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's crap.
That's the only, I'm pros and cons.
San Diego Comic-Con, they don't allow that.
Actually, the New York Comic-Con has a new thing where it's harder to do that.
Yeah, but
you have to be a verified person, and you can only buy one or two.
Right, and I mean, for that, it's kind of it's win-lose sort of, because I don't know if I should say this, but Joss gave me her pass because she had a extra weekend pass, so she gave me one, or I don't know if she used it or she let me use it, and so you had to activate it and do all this BS before you did it. It's like, you had to no, but like. You also had to go online and like register and do all this stuff, and I'm like, this is so much trouble.
Yeah, that's why I like Wizard World better. They don't usually run out because there's so many of them everywhere all the time. So you can always get tickets. It's just a matter of getting into the panel, and you will get into. I
got my tickets for Wizard World like a weekend before we left to go.
Out. And it's definitely not as crowded there.
Oh yeah, I liked it a lot. It was huge, but there was a lot of room. It didn't feel claustrophobic.
No,
you know?
And what you said, like I had a good time because the people I was with. I didn't really care about anything else. It was that was my best experience at a con.
Which one?
Because
2015. Wizard World, yeah. Chicago.
Yeah,
we had a great group of people.
We did.
It was just full enough. Like Pittsburgh was almost too small.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was a nice medium pace.
There's like nobody there. There's nobody on the floor. Wow.
That's where I did meet Dean Cain when I was dressed as Superman.
You met him?
I met Dean Cain. I was talking to Dean Cain when I was dressed as Superman. Didn't even occur to me to take a selfie with Dean Cain.
He's like a big, enthusiastic Trump supporter.
That's where I took a picture with Mitch Pileggi dressed as Superman. Yeah, and I went up and saw the Supergirl premiere, which I'm a big geek for, and I thought, and I'm not a huge Lois and Clark fan, but I've watched every episode because they always watch, and just like Smallville, I think they're crap, but I'm a huge Superman fan.
That's when he disappeared on us.
So I watched, and like we're on our way just to watch Shatner or something like that, so that you can be in front.
Try to get in
and I was like, oh, there's a Supergirl panel in 5 minutes. I'll see you guys later.
He just took off.
That sounds like
it was a premiere.
It sounds like.
Well, I bootlegged the first 10 minutes the week before, and it was like, yeah, I felt like the virus is coming in, so I stopped. Like I stopped bootlegging it.
Probably shouldn't tell people that you were bootlegging.
I'm not proud of myself, but I'm such a Superman geek. I want to see it. It's available now. I can see it now. I got to see it now, and it's even better on CW now. Although I do miss Callista Flockhart. I'm off topic, but
I just like Supergirl CW.
But and this is something I'd like to open up for discussion. I think they should ticket and charge $20 for premiere events at New York Comic Con. Not that we should.
No, they're already charging enough money.
Well, if you already got, if you're paying for VIP, that should be included in the VIP.
No, they can charge extra. Don't give them this idea.
No. Let's have the discussion. Let's have the discussion.
No, because you're gonna put that out there, and they're gonna say, "Hey, we can charge."
Well, listen. Here's my reasoning.
Ooh, we can
what's your reasoning, Walt? What's your reasoning?
We're already charging them $200 for a photo.
Or and you just show up at a certain time. You came in line up before a certain time, right? As opposed to showing up at 4 a.m.
Well, they have VIPs. You can buy.
You have VIPs, and you get your photo, and you get your
for the panel.
But I'm saying for general admission, $20 because there's a demand, but I think it would reduce some of the chaos. How many people line up and don't get in?
What? The panel should be free. Man. Why are you? You're already.
I'm talking about the top premiere events.
It doesn't matter. The panels are.
No, they might not be able to charge. There might be something against it.
Yeah, why are you going to go? You're already paying an admission to get in. There's no point of actually paying an admission to get in at all if you're going to get charged for each panel.
Well, or maybe it's a free ticket, but it is a ticketed event.
That's what they're doing now. It's a ticket.
No, but you have to register for the panel online.
I think you already have to do that. If I remember correctly, for
it's first come, first serve.
No, for this Comic-Con, you were able to certain panels. You were actually able to tap your badge and then come back and then show them your badge again.
You had to tap it that day.
Tap it that day. Like
I'm talking about.
Like, I mean, hours beforehand.
I'm talking about today. Buy it or whatever the release date is. Months, weeks in advance, days in advance. You can go online for the big panels. You know are going to sell out.
Yeah. Because
if you don't do it, rather than having
sit there.
Dozens and hundreds of people that... I remember we were doing New York Comic Con the same year, 2015.
Yeah,
and there was a line. We did X-Files, but there was a line for another panel we were thinking about doing. It was in the smaller room.
Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead panel, right. All the way down the line.
I believe that.
And basically, there were at least 200 people waiting in line for hours. Yeah. And before they found out that, and actually at the beginning of the line, they were found out earlier that they're not letting anybody else in. Yeah. But by the time the word gets back to the back, it's got to be a half hour later.
Yeah.
Because it's all the way down the entire length of Javits. It's massive, right?
Yeah.
Like 3 city blocks.
You just keep going and you can't find the end of the line.
Right. And they're just blocking the entrance to the bathrooms. You can't find anything else. The food lines are crazy.
I mean, when you have a 3,000 seat place, that's going to happen.
Right.
But then, the food. Trying to find food.
Oh, don't get me started on the food. $8 for a bottle of water at the Javits Center.
Oh, that's...
the food is not that great.
The food is not great.
The food in Chicago is terrible.
They
have no real food.
You can't even get a seat in the cafeteria. There's no seats.
There's no seats, yeah.
There's no seats. People are sitting down out in the lobby area on the ground eating. Yeah. Because there's nowhere to sit.
And for geeky cosplayers, that's fine, but for real people...
just to get food. Like, it's bad.
Not to attack geeky cosplayers, because I cosplay sometimes.
But, like, even the first day, like...
But there are kids that do it. That the kids can sit on the floor, but...
Kids sit on the floor? I saw all of you sitting on the floor.
Yeah, I'm not into sitting on the floor.
There's really nowhere to sit.
The barbecue wasn't horrible.
That's another thing good about
Chinese
Wizard
food
World.
terrible.
You know, like, it's still kind of expensive to get to food. There was one Wizard World, the one in Pittsburgh, had beer.
They have beer at this Wizard World.
They have beer.
Okay.
They have beer.
Well, we didn't get it because we were waking up at the crack of dawn to be everywhere. Which is another thing I wanted to bring up: the timing when it comes to photo ops and panels. Like, who is it that decides the timing for the events? Because it's like, I remember when we were in Chicago, it's like, okay, we have 15 minutes to get this picture done. Then we got to run away. We had to run to the other side of the hall to be here to do this panel. Yeah. And then, like, who does the timing for these events?
Because the autograph line for David's, if you want to get Jillian too, and they overlapped a little bit.
Right. And then it's like, okay, if you want a picture with David, you have to be there. And then, like, if you want one with David and Jillian, you got to wait another 40 minutes. And it's like, what's going on with the schedule?
I guess it just depends on the talent. And when they're available.
That's terrible.
But no, I mean, you gotta do it. You gotta work around your schedule.
That's true.
Well, I think it's partially talent. I think it's also partially, there's a limited number of photo booths.
Right.
They don't have a photo booth for every single person.
Right.
Right. Everybody has their own little booth for signing. But, and even then, they might even rotate out. I don't know, day to day. But there's only so much space. And I think the problem with Javits is actually expanding to MSG this year, right?
Yeah, they did that. Yeah, they did last year.
Oh, they did last year too? I mean, they're so big.
Apparently Jocelyn did. I think she did it for
she did for Stranger Things.
For Stranger Things, which I thought was, like, crazy because...
I mean, I guess, but it's still a little bit of a hike.
I was upset about that. I wanted to see the Stranger Things panel. What did I end up doing instead? I don't remember.
We just walked around.
We just walked around, because
that was kind of bad. Yeah. That was kind of nice because we didn't have to
around?
worry about doing anything.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I kind of like walking around, except you do tend to spend money. I spend money on shit that I don't need.
I didn't.
I did. No, but you did at Wizard World.
I did at Wizard World.
You bought your Ecto car.
I did. I still
then you bought a hoodie.
I did. I wear the hoodie all the time. I just wear it.
You definitely are getting your use out of it.
Yeah. And then I ended up buying, oh boy, what else did I buy in there?
You bought a few things. One of the thing you left in my car. Well, that was the Ecto.
That was the Ecto one that I left in your car. Yeah.
That one.
That photo op with the dragon, that was great.
I
think I paid like $20 for it, but it was worth it.
They had some cool, I did like that con. They had some cool stuff there.
Yeah.
I was walking out and I just saw like Lou Ferrigno like on stage randomly doing something. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So
he was getting nominated.
He was getting honored.
A police officer.
Yeah, he was an honorary police officer.
He was becoming a police officer in Chicago.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ferrigno. There was the one, they had the R2, they had some of the droids out on the lobby floor. They had that
at New York
Comic-Con. They had that at New York Comic Con,
Yeah.
but we lost R2. We couldn't find him. We went in, it's like R2, and then we couldn't find him. He like disappeared. I don't know who was controlling.
Pizza the Hut.
Oh, Pizza the Hut, the cosplayer that was
like I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it enough to go and spend that kind of money that often. I'd rather.
I like it if it's a once a year thing.
If you just
even
go
once
for
a year,
the day, it's not that much money. Or if you buy a ticket for the weekend, it's only like $70, something like that, for all 4 days.
Yeah, but it's a lot of time.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going to use that time if you want.
No, I'm saying if I'm going to take off work, there are things I would rather do. You know, and we're in New York, so, you know, and I got a Pro Pass. It cost me $40 for 4 days.
Yeah.
And I couldn't use it because I was busy performing.
You gave it to me.
Yeah, you'd use it for one day, right?
That's because I missed the deadline on the Pro Pass. Don't let me do that this year.
It's like sign up right now.
Oh, really?
I got an email from Pro Pass.
Okay, so I have to sign up to get my Pro Pass. Yeah, I had it the year before as an educator.
Yeah.
So
I've got at least one New York Comic Con email already.
All right, so I gotta sign up. And
I'm more being like the con here. I'm like the counterpoint for Comic Cons. I think there are things that Comic Cons could do to make me come more often, but you tickle the right spot.
Okay.
And we will not share with you what spot that is. Now let's talk about something controversial.
Sorry.
What date is New York Comic Con?
It's always the second, Columbus Day weekend.
It's October.
Yeah, it's always
second full week in October.
Yeah. No,
second weekend. Second weekend of October.
Yeah. So tickets don't usually go on sale until the spring for that. So
springtime for Comic Con,
and you gotta do that.
You have to be sitting at your computer like 3 days in advance.
Yeah, of course he went there. What do you expect him? Yeah, of course he went there.
Ta-da-da!
So what's controversial?
What's controversial?
About?
Comic Cons.
Oh, you're asking.
I am going to bring up something that's become controversial, which is photo ops. And
why do we have to go there?
because we're talking about etiquette.
Okay.
How to behave and how not to behave. What not to do. Do not go to a Comic-Con and grab celebrities' junk or just
Remember, cosplay is not consent, and neither is being a celebrity.
No,
yes.
We should take bets on how long it is.
How
long what is?
How long it.
Oh, please, context.
It's going to take him.
Oh, they're talking about how long it takes Walter to go there.
To grab his junk?
No, just in general to go there.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
I bob around now and then.
Anyways, but the question is, so what's appropriate? I mean, some celebrities, obviously, you can go and ask them to do something. Stop it, come on.
I'm being a bobblehead.
No, stop bobbling.
Oh, my neck.
You can ask them to do something, and if they don't want to do it, they can just say no.
Instead of making a face and ruining the entire picture for everybody, because that really sucks. Not that I know anybody who does that.
But if you're like, okay, look, seriously, you paid $100, more than that. Okay, what would I pay? I paid $525, I think, for my VIP dual, my VIP David Jillian combo.
Wait, how much did we spend?
I paid over $500.
Oh, you paid. I didn't pay. Oh.
Yeah, no, you paid.
I feel better. It was all you. I had nothing to do with it.
You paid for David's VIP, which was I don't know, it was maybe $300. I think it was $300 for David's VIP.
The real winner is me. I didn't pay for no VIP. I didn't pay for no VIP. I got in the line early as fuck so I could get there, get a good picture. That's it.
I love you guys. Never again.
We don't need to do any photos, honestly, ever again. And as far as covering the panel goes, if the panel is productive,
Been there, done that.
I wouldn't mind going and covering a panel. I'll go to cover a panel, but I'm not going to pay money. I don't need what. More importantly, they make 95 cents to $1. I went, yeah, they do.
Oh, I appreciate that.
However, okay, they do. They make, if you pay $100 for a photo, yeah, they make 95% of that. However, you have to realize they have agents and managers. So managers take about 15% or more off the top of anything.
They also make about $95 for every penny I make. So
yeah, that's true. So you got so it's not necessarily going directly because you have a manager, you have an agent, and then whoever probably there's agents and managers take. If you're signed exclusively with a manager, they take 15% of your income. So there's that minimum. Some take 20, right? There's no really. Is there rules?
Not really, but 15 standard.
15 standard.
Yeah,
agent,
if you're a star, you're not paying
can
more
be
than
10.
15.
Yeah, agents be 10.
And sometimes it's 10 if they're big enough.
So if you get booked by an agent and a manager, they're gonna get like 25%.
Yeah, but it's also at that
but you're
level.
Still making good money.
They're
you're still
yeah.
making like because you work you so fast. Like an assembly line, it's literally 30 seconds of your time that you are making almost $100. Like, yeah. So 85% of what the rest they make. Yeah. You'll keep 85%. So I feel like if you go in and be like, hey, can we do this? Can I do this? And you make a face and you hold your arm like that, okay? And I want to do that. Is this okay with you?
You're touching me. I don't want to touch people.
Okay, we don't have to touch. What if I do this and you do that? Now, when you put your arm up?
No, I'm not going to do that.
All right, you know what? I just spent all this money and you didn't do that, but that's fine.
You want me to smile?
Okay, let's smile.
I'm not going to smile.
You gotta pay him extra $5.
See, this is bullshit. Okay.
I'm an
artist. You don't have to do all this stuff, but you're an artist, then go do acting. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. Go on set.
That's where I want to be. I don't really want to be
Spend 12 hours on set doing the same take over and over and over again until they get your lighting right.
No, I'm going to go do theater in London.
Walter! You're going to get into trouble.
See, the reason why they have to do takes over and over again is because you can't stop laughing at how ridiculous it all is.
You mean on set?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. Most takes don't take that long.
No, yeah.
You're talking about Walt.
Especially when you're I'm a one-take wonder.
I was talking about being on...
you get a full day of work and you do one line. All right, I'll see you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it again because somebody else fucked up.
They won't give you more than one line. But I would think it would get boring with the person to person. I guess. I don't know. I'm not saying you have to be like... because there were.
Well, it's like when I have to do when I'm Santa.
Yeah, exactly.
The first 10 or 20 are great. The last 100?
I want a Wii.
Yeah. I played Santa at Leona Helmsley's hotel twice, where for a 3-hour party, I had at least 150 to 200 kids on my lap.
Sounds so wrong. You do maintain that jolly personality through.
I do, because I'm talented that way.
Oh boy.
I'm a stage actor.
Oh boy.
That has a heart.
Oh boy.
Now you can have it. You can be a stage actor, but I'm a stage actor who cares about my audience.
You're not an overprivileged celebrity, though.
That's 100%.
So you appreciate it.
I'm
you're
Santa
like,
Claus.
this is a gig, and I'm making $300 for this gig, and I'm gonna see about 500 kids. But
well, for me, it's not about how much money I'm making. I'm going to be a nice person no matter what I do. You can't say that about everybody else.
Oh, I'll be super nice if you're gonna come in and see Santa, and I'm an elf, and you're paying me like $200 just to come to your house for 30 minutes and give out gifts. I would be super, super happy.
And it's an endurance issue too. Some people just can't last.
Oh, I can endure that.
Yeah,
keep paying me money.
It can't really be an endurance issue if after you take the first 2 pictures, you're
like,
ready.
Yeah. You're like,
no, that's
stone
then you're just a bitch.
Or an a-hole.
Oh, but guys can be bitches.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Yeah, it's not a girl thing. It's
But
not.
you just said bitch, and you said guys should be bitches, so you're not really.
Well, no, because
You made it a
you
gender
corrected.
thing.
No, you corrected me like, oh, it's an a-hole, not a bitch, because he's a guy.
No, because you corrected me. I said it could be an a-hole.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying girls can be a-holes.
So it's not a gender thing. Girls can be a-holes, guys
Sounds
can
like
be
a gender
bitches.
thing. No, it sounds like a gender
Okay.
thing to me.
They're all a bunch of shitheads.
Okay. So is there anything wrong with asking them to do something that's not inappropriate?
What's inappropriate?
Like dildos?
I shouldn't have to act.
Oh, were we going to do a dildo lightsaber thing?
Who did that?
No, not with...
I know we had actual lightsabers.
Yeah.
No, we were gonna get lightsabers.
We were gonna get
did
lightsabers.
So here's the problem.
We went to Target and we're like, okay...
I'm going to be controversial.
The thing was, Jillian wasn't smiling for anyone's photo, so it was like, she looks happier when she's like holding something or doing something with props, because like there were a couple people that had her like doing stuff with props,
yeah.
And she looked really happy, so I was like, we had to give her something to do, so that'll make her look interesting. And nothing against her, but she wasn't smiling.
Can I play devil's advocate and take the side of the celebrity? Not at all. But I am got somebody. People are not going to be like what I'm going to say.
Oh, of course not.
I see both sides of it because what's really cool. I'm glad we've done what we've done with some of us, and some people have done what they've done.
Oh, the book thing.
Because we've got some really, really cool photos that look great, right? Well, the one with a big group, but there's been a lot of really cool photos out there. But here's what happens.
Dita's done some cute ones.
2 things start to happen. One, everybody wants to do it, and all of a sudden, it takes forever to get through that line.
Yeah.
It definitely slows down the line. Now, when there's 6 of us, that's the time for 6 people to do a single photo.
Yeah.
It took us to do the time it takes to do 2 or 3 photos, right?
You basically got paid for 6 people for one shot.
So there is that. However, if everybody starts to do it, it becomes exhausting.
Right.
And you start to have the problem where people try to one-up each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not everybody's creative in a good way, right? We've had a few, the book thing, and a few of the ones that Dita's done, and a few others have done. The story time. There's been some really
cool...
That
was different because that promoted his book. We were promoting BFD.
But no, let me finish my thought, though. Okay. Let me finish my thought. That one was cute, but not everybody is always in the right mind. So I could see somebody think... Some people, I'm gonna up the game. I'm gonna one up this person.
She just kicked me.
It's
you
true.
Can't say that.
It's true.
Most are not. Most are not in the right mind.
Most aren't. Including myself.
And nobody is normal. There's no such thing as normal anymore. Because the reason I say that, I don't judge anybody for not being normal. You know, because you're not like me doesn't mean you're not normal. I'm not normal. Everybody is.
Freaks,
there is no normal anymore.
Riding on our bus, being entitled.
And if you are normal, you're boring as fuck. All right, and nobody wants to be around you. So go back to your nothingness. Because I'm not going to please everybody.
Dude,
I'm going to step on some toes.
Honestly, but be like, okay, you don't like my photo op?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and that's where you should be. And the people are way too enamored with their own opinions.
People are too enamored with themselves.
That's what I'm saying. No, they hate themselves. That's why they have to shit on everybody else.
You don't need I don't understand all that.
People that not people that love themselves.
People that are doing that, I'm like, dude, get a life.
People that are comfortable with themselves don't do that shit.
No, they don't.
People that are comfortable with themselves do not
good about yourself,
walk around judging other people.
Exactly. If you feel good about yourself, feel good about your life, you're not gonna.
It's usually a bunch of wannabes that want to be like the big that they're not, but they want to be that. They're not comfortable with who they are, and it's not the same thing as saying they need to know where their place is. That's two different things.
Yeah.
That's two very different things.
Right.
There is no, you're in the right place. We're not putting you in a box. I hate that shit as much as you putting yourself in a box. No, we're all on equal footing.
We love you too.
Right. Don't care about your financial status. Don't care about what you do for a living. Don't care about what you do, whether you have kids or don't have kids, what choices you've made in life.
Kids, I care.
People make choices that they're not capable of. I don't care what you chose to do.
One of those people, but
show me pictures.
Be comfortable with who you are.
I'll like them. They're cute.
Yeah. Instead of
I like kids.
Worrying about other people.
I don't have them. That's why I like them.
I don't.
Most people worry about other people are not happy with themselves.
I don't like kids.
I love them, but I wouldn't have them.
Do you know anybody that goes around judging anybody else that is very happy with themselves?
No.
Usually they're miserable.
No.
Yeah. Pretty miserable.
They're shading people on Twitter or whatnot. Because they're miserable, and that's the only way they could find happiness, or they think they can find happiness, and then they realize being bitter creates more bitterness, not just because of the response. They want attention, but that's not the good way to get attention.
No, sorry, but I can't stand newbie fans who think they know it all.
Yeah, Charnette.
Not you. It's just not Charnette. It's not Charnette. We're talking about newbies that came the past year or two.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even care if they think...
I had technical loophole, but I would be considered technically a newbie fan.
No, not that new.
I mean,
you were born before the show started.
I was since 2014, which isn't really a newbie thing. That's not that new.
And you know what? And I think it's awesome.
I think it's envy.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of jealousy.
I think there's...
True. A lot of jealousy.
And I don't think thinking you know it all is not the problem. Having the need to tell people you think you're better than they are is the problem. Thinking that your way of being a fan, your way... I think Jalubny folks are fucking nuts. But I'm not judging you. I'm not going to judge you for being Jalubny. If you were Jalubny...
I'll judge you.
If you're Jalubny... No, I'm sorry. If you're Jalubny, you need fucking therapy. You need to realize that they are fucking human beings. They're actors, not the characters. However, everybody needs therapy for something.
Okay.
And I'm not going to judge you for needing therapy for thinking Jillian and David have kids together.
Oh my God! No.
You're fucking wrong. But that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion.
I am forgetting it all. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a huge fan. I'm terrible at trivia.
I'm good with
I admire people that are trivia because every trivia doesn't make you a better fan, right?
Yeah,
because I know I've sung on stage with David doesn't make me a better fan. We've all done things. We all have things.
On stage.
No, And I'm not saying look at me. I'm saying everybody's got what they've got to offer.
That he sung on stage.
And
I've sung on stage with him.
I just name dropped myself, I think. So, but it doesn't make me better than anybody else. It doesn't make me, and it doesn't make anybody believe like I owe them because I had that opportunity.
Trying to get you to stop talking because you've talked.
I'm babbling a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if people necessarily need therapy.
We're believing in Jalopnik.
I wouldn't go that far. I would just say that you need to recognize the difference between fantasy and reality, and when your fantasy is not reality, you need to recognize it and just keep it separate and realize he's commenting again. You stopped talking and now you're commenting. His little face is up there. I see your face in the corner. Jalopnik is not real. Exactly. It is not real. It is a fan fantasy. They have both said so, and if you don't want to take that as canon, that is your own issue. Because, as far as I'm concerned, it's a fantasy, and if you want to go and fantasize about that, I'm not going to judge you.
Well, did you know the X-Files isn't real?
I'm so shook! I'm shook AF!
I just hope you know that
I'm
X-Files
shook
isn't
AF!
real.
X-Files is not real!
That's what I get for trusting someone.
Trust no one! They tricked us into thinking it was real!
I want to believe.
Mulder does not really exist! We drove to D.C. and Alexandria looking for him and he wasn't there because he was not real! And we went to the FBI building and there was no Mulder and Scully in the basement!
I don't even think they have a basement at the FBI anymore.
Well, they did have stairs going down.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, they fill them in?
What?
They fill in the basement? Like, there was always a basement.
I know. I heard that the FBI building is, like, literally coming apart.
Well,
Like, it has structural
It looked
problems.
old.
Yeah.
I blame Comey. It's the Russians.
Thanks, Donald!
Donald. Hillary's emails destroyed the FBI.
Somehow they're gonna...
Hashtag fake news.
It's all those crazy snowflake Democrats, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag fake news. So, what time is it? Are we doing okay?
We got 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Hey, we look good on there.
We do, yeah.
All right.
You can't see me. We're in a square. Oh, is that a problem? Like,
No, it's because he's still on the bridge dying. Yeah, they left Mulder on the bridge dying. Thanks
Just
a
like
lot
Walt
for that,
left
Chris.
us in the car.
Oh, it's such a down.
Thanks for nothing, Chris Carter.
We should have a podcast of nothing but we can improvise, like one sentence story, yes and kind of thing, and improvise fanfic.
Okay.
Right. That should be fun.
The yes and fanfic.
Should we finish with that? Should we do a fanfic right now?
I'm afraid of where it might go.
No, we just have to
If
do
it goes
one sentence at a time.
Because of Walt.
One sentence at a time. No, we're not going to do porn. We're not going to do, what do they call it? Is it shade or what's the gay porn?
Oh, slash.
We're no slasher.
Well, you're with girls, so you're not going to have slash like anyway. It has to be
But we can still tell a slasher story. Will he ever get off the bridge?
I don't know.
Mulder or me?
Sometimes every day I'm still
I
walking
don't know.
on that
Two of
bridge.
them are going to be in wheelchairs by the time of the
my
revival of the revival. Season 11 comes.
Scully!
They're going to be walking around with canes because they're not getting any younger. Not that they're old, but they're older and
Older Mulder?
As long as it doesn't turn to Lovely. What? Oh, the fic? The fake? The fic?
Nah, I refuse.
I can't promise where
I refuse.
Where are you?
And, you know, and fake news can be funny, but you know the problem with fake news is there's a bunch of idiots out there that read fake news and they assume the fake news is real.
Man, what's up with that?
Should we talk about some of the fake news we've heard about recently?
No.
People don't know about the fake news as being fake?
No.
Okay, we'll leave that alone.
No, but can I just say it has be careful with that Jalopnik stuff because 100% of it is fake news. And I have come across curators of this fake news.
And everyone needs to go watch the William
Shatner
sketch.
Because there are people that have motives to destroy the fandom, and the people that want the Jalopnik so much that they thought, hey, I'm going to put fake news.
In the immortal words of
And
William
when they find out it's
Shatner,
not true.
get a life, people.
Damn.
That's what William Shatner said to his own fans
Oh.
in an SNL sketch.
Oh, okay.
Because they're like, oh, you remember the episode? Like, what was in your locker? What was the locker combination? Like, get a life.
Oh, yeah, remember when
You mean
they
we should
asked
watch the
at
movies?
Comic-Con?
No!
No, they asked at the panel last year or the year before. It was like 2015 panel. They asked David and Jillian the dumbest question. It was the last one. It was the Deadpool guy. And he was like, he got up there and was like, hey, so I have a question about Bad Blood, but not the Taylor Swift song. And they're all like, what the hell?
Leave the comedy to the professionals.
I think he was trying to do the whole Deadpool thing.
Fake news.
Yeah, I think he was trying to do the thing.
I enjoy fake news. I think it's funny, but people that read The Onion and think it's actual news.
The guy's like, so when you looked at Scully this way, what were you thinking? Like, he's gonna freaking remember.
Yeah, I totally remember what I was thinking. Like, you know,
he's like, that's not. We can't end on that question. We can't end on that question.
Remember the penis puppets?
Oh my god!
Christ.
Oh my god!
That was in our trailer.
That was funny. That was funny.
Wish we had that on video.
That we do.
I mean, the penis puppets.
Oh, I don't want to.
Not that I want to see the man's penis,
see the guy's penis,
but I would love. I think I would pay to see the video of Jillian watching a penis puppet.
They were both watching them.
Wait, I feel like I missed something.
This is from
Humbug.
Oh, okay.
Pele.
The contortionist.
The Pele Center?
Yeah. No, I remember now. Yeah, I remember now.
Victoire.
She thought it was in the episode. I don't know why. She thought it was in the episode, but she thought it was in the episode.
That's when and then they shoved like the hammer through it.
Yeah, well, he did the
nose.
nail in the nose.
Yeah, he hit the nail in the nose.
But
no, I'm saying he didn't nail his penis.
Yeah, he's a real deal.
Did he stick a nail through his penis?
No, he didn't through his nose.
No, I'm saying in the trailer.
No, in the trailer.
Because that's the guy who does the penis puppet.
No, he did something else. He did like the flying scroll and like the hamburger, the cheeseburger. He did something.
Wait, he put a nail through his penis? What, in the trailer?
No.
No, I'm asking. I'm not saying. Hashtag fake news.
He made his penis look like different things, like the flying scroll and
like.
I only know how to do a snake.
Okay.
That's like when I do balloons.
You know what?
Like my balloon animals are down to snakes and worms.
Mulder made that joke first about Catholic girls being better snake handlers. He did make that joke.
Catholic girls compared to Jewish girls, or to Episcopalian, or
he just said
in general?
He's like, I know a couple Catholic girls who are really good at snake handling.
So should we wrap up? Should we try and Hey, Dina, good timing. Should we improvise a fanfic? Should we try this?
She's never done improv.
No. All you have to do when it's your turn, you get to say a full sentence to forward the story. And you should start.
I was here when you guys were doing. I don't want to start.
You're the writer. You should start.
Oh my god. Okay.
What are we doing fanfic about?
We don't know yet. It's improvised. We don't know what it's going to be about yet.
Can someone give us the start of a fanfic? You have to go to a meeting. Yeah, we gotta go too.
I have a phone meeting.
Give us a topic. Jeez.
That's not a beginning. We need to know what it's about.
Give me a topic.
What is it about?
That's not encouraging.
Spiders? Okay, it's about spiders.
All right. Once upon a time, there was a spider in Mulder's car.
Yes. And while he was driving, he noticed that it had a green head.
He had just returned from Brazil.
Say yes and.
Oh, we don't have to do yes and. We don't have to do yes and. Just do the sentence.
You're not doing yes and?
No, just do the story.
Oh, no.
Because we're trying to do like a good story, not just like a stupid improv game.
Okay, all right.
He had just returned from Brazil where he was studying the phenomenon of the Brazilian tent spiders.
Oh, is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he didn't notice that it had crawled up his leg.
Suddenly, his foot hit the pedal. Came to a screeching halt, realizing that spider was going to bite him and turn him into some type of alien-human hybrid that had a spider head.
He had a sudden urge to put on red jumpsuit and a mask.
Yes, and he also had the urge to have machete too.
But the spider was still crawling up his leg, so he grabbed the machete and tried to slice it off.
He missed it by that much. The spider.
And he
chopped off his penis.
No!
Oh, we're not going there.
He got the spider. He missed his penis by that much.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow.
That would be a horrible
thing. But in an
unfortunate
accident, he also got his leg as well.
The leg was about 2 centimeters cut wound that was bleeding out. So he took his shirt off, showing off his
leg.
He took his shirt off
to show off his leg,
showing off his guns and washboard abs. as the wind blew through his hair.
While he was driving.
And he thought, I has to be alive for Scully. So he wrapped his shirt around his leg to stop the bleeding.
It was at that point he realized he needed a doctor, so he drove straight to Scully's house.
Yes, and while Mulder was driving, Scully was actually washing her hair with wine.
The wine, it turns out, was some type of juice that was being used to colonize the Earth.
And he said, Scully, is your hair less red all of a sudden?
And Scully said, no, actually, it should be more red because I'm using Merlot.
Merlot can actually seep into the brain and make you slightly intoxicated.
Oh, that would explain all of your interviews on Letterman and other places.
Yes, and Mulder looked at her like she was crazy because he doesn't remember her ever going on Letterman.
She said, you don't remember because you were too busy moping outside the movie theater when we did that whole flick about Mulder and Scully and zombies.
At that point, Mulder realized the spider had come from Brazil, and they realized this might be an X-File.
Yes, and so he put the spider in a jar.
And Scully took that spider and said, I need to operate, do a little dissection, run some tests, and find out if this indeed was going to become the overlord of the current status on Earth.
We next see Scully at the doctor's office in the research lab, where the spider is now two spiders. This strange, cursed Brazilian alien spider has created itself, has split like an amoeba into two separate organisms.
So she decided to name one Donald and the other one Putin.
Donald and Putin then quadrupled into two other spiders.
Jesus Christ.
Meaning these spiders were going to continue to multiply.
And that's when she remembered, this is why I don't want to have kids. Mulder, we can't stay together and have kids. This is why I'm not, but this is the real reason. Because every 5 seasons, Chris Carter has to change the real reason something is true.
Right. So Mulder decided that he loved Scully so much that he took his shoe and he stepped on one.
But he didn't get the other two. The other two.
Get one, that's it.
When he was trying to get the jar open, one bit him, the other two ran away, and he stepped on one. So the one that had bit him stayed there and looked at him in the eye and started laughing at him.
Scully just looked around at all the squished spiders and yelled, Mulder, it's a mess! It's icky! Mulder!
So Mulder decided to take some of the spider innards and wiped it on a sandwich for her.
She had that sandwich with more Merlot. Washed it down and tasted delicious. Until suddenly she felt something burbling in her stomach.
That's right. The spider started to reconstitute inside of her. And repopulate. And all of a sudden she became a colony of alien spiders inside of Scully.
Yes, and so Mulder had her shipped to Antarctica. So he didn't have to deal with her.
Skinner walked in and asked where was Scully. He explained that she ate spiders that were mutating with some Merlot, and that he shipped her off to Antarctica.
And then Skinner just left because that's all Chris Carter would let him do.
And that's... Go ahead. Go ahead. It's your turn.
So Skinner decided to go to his agent and renegotiate the terms of his contract.
And Chris said, well, usually more in season 11. Little did he know, season 11 would never happen.
The end.
Yay! So that's what you got.
Oh boy.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this fan vlog. Well, why are you on there again? Why are you on there again?
I'm giving myself hearts.
He's giving himself hearts.
I'm the green.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this fan vlog. We have to go. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Hello. Be here now.
I'm
Be here now.
commenting.
Why are you commenting? There are people watching.
4429.
You guys are awesome.
We're awesome.
Did I typo?
Yeah.
Crap.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice,
Awesome.
nice job.
Well, I'm glad you guys tuned in. We'll do this again.
Hey, go to a Comic-Con so I don't have to go. Go spend your money.
What is that Trump did? 7-Eleven? What does
Ah!
that even mean?
What's that?
What is that?
Do you remember the last time she came for an improv show before the last time somebody said Trump did 7-Eleven?
Really?
Yeah, there was the stop motion thing that you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it was me and Stephanie that we were up on the stage and we did we were pretending the towers were falling or something like that. Trump did 7-Eleven. You don't remember that?
No.
Hey, you know
Oh
what
my God,
fixes
I know,
country?
I was drunk.
You know what
remembered
fixes
that.
country? Take
I was
Trump
on stage. I
to
don't
a
remember
Wawa.
it.
It was like right after
Wawa.
he was on the news saying that, feel
Trump.
sorry for 7-Eleven.
He said that for real?
Yeah. She doesn't remember.
How
It's because their employees can't get back in the country because of your stupid travel ban.
Oh.